spinning round and round in tight, precise circles. This sport is known as BMX Flatland, and one of its key skills is spinning. Performing artistic spins, including original moves no one else can imitate, is one of the keys to victory. Moto Sasaki is a flatland rider who's developed many of his own original spin techniques. In 2010, he introduced the Moto Spin.
Even the original Moto Spin is mostly unimitated. Hardly anyone in the world can do it, and even the judges have never done it. So it's hard to assign a difficulty level.
So what exactly is the Moto Spin, the technique that established Sasaki at the top of the sport? Sasaki is going to show us how to perform the spin. There were several different spins in that sequence, so which one was the Moto Spin?
The original Moto Spin isn't just one specific spin. It's actually a whole new way of balancing on the bike that I developed.
So it seems the Moto Spin is a style of balancing. We can see a good example at the start of the spin we saw earlier. The form is characterized by having the right leg raised high in the air with the face positioned parallel to the ground.
The inspiration actually came to me when I was watching figure skating. Figure skaters thrust their leg in the air before they perform a jump, don't they? So I thought it would be possible to balance in this position too. And discovering how to maintain this balance was the start of the Moto Spin.
By linking the Moto Spin into various different techniques, Sasaki was able to create countless different routines that no one else could imitate. In Flatland, creating an original routine is key to competition success. The routine Sasaki just showed us is his most recent, which he performed at last year's World Championships. It includes a link between the Moto Spin and a spin with the right leg crossed over the frame of the bicycle. He then brings the crossover leg down onto the front wheel's left peg, all the while maintaining perfect balance. It's at this instant Sasaki switches the front wheel from rotating backwards to rotating forwards. He says that to maintain his balance while reversing the rotation, the key is how to position his body weight.
As you make the sudden switch from balancing on one leg to balancing on both, you flip from having all your weight on one side to a 50-50 split with legs crossed. Getting that balance right is incredibly difficult. 60-40, and you'll definitely fall off.
From this position, Sasaki moves his torso up and down to control the speed of the spin. But here too, there are core elements he needs to follow.
When you're spinning like this, if you stop your movement and hold your position, you'll start to spin faster. I'm sure you've seen how figure skaters increase the speed of their spin by pulling their leg in to make themselves smaller. I wanted to do something like that.
Observing carefully, you can see that Sasaki briefly halts the up and down movement of his shoulders. This technique increases the speed of rotation, bringing the spin to a finish. But Sasaki says he originally found it hard to find a way to conclude.
I'd decided to cross my legs, but had no idea how to reverse the cross. It took quite a lot to figure out how to unwind it.
Eventually, he found the solution.
I have to pull my leg through here. Too deep an angle makes it impossible, but you can't do it too shallow either. I once got my foot caught, locked myself up, and ended up deforming my kneecap. It was a real struggle to finally solve it.
Moto Sasaki completed his signature Moto spin 7 years ago. Since then, he's continued to develop new skills and evolve his routine, always pursuing techniques that no other rival can imitate. It's this attitude that's kept him at the very top of his game.
It's pointless to keep on just doing the same thing. After I retire, I won't be around anymore, but I hope some of my techniques will live on.